Welcome to another grand and glorious episode of Arizona Griper, starring our beautiful host right here. So hello. Um, how's everybody doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling well, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful day out there and in the internet uh, land of fantasy, fiction, and whatever it is that you guys make out there. You know, uh, as usual, keep it positive, keep it motivated, and we'll see what crops up, eh? So, um, I'm here to do a tutorial on how to make a bed. Um, I know this is kind of stupid, but I figured, what the fuck, you know, I ain't got nothing else better to do. I figured, what the fuck, so just sit back and hell, just enjoy it. Hello, everyone. So, first of all, I'm going to let my dog out so that she can be out there, hopefully not causing too much trouble and not getting into things that she's not supposed to do. Now, I've got a certain spray that I've actually bought. Um, I bought this a while ago, offline. Um, it's called Touch. Really good stuff here. It's mainly a deodorizer, but you can see exactly what it does. Let me put on some light so that you can see the details of this. There you go. That's all that in the front, and that's all that in the back there. See, it's all the. You could zoom in and see the ingredients in it, all that, and all that good stuff. This is a very, very good product. Um, I've had lots of luck with this. Really, really nice. Um, I'm really pleased with it, and I really like it. So kudos to the company that came out with this. You've you've got my thanks. So anyhow, let's press on, shall we? So anyhow, um, first of all, we're going to put a light spray. You don't need much, just as light as possibly can, because it's just to make it smell good. It's not to make it look good or anything like that. So then you get, your favorite blanket or whatever you want to put on your mattress. Once you've got your mattress in a place where you can put it, then you go ahead and put this in the right spot, as I'm doing, or you could do whatever you want. It's your bed, your rules, your whatever you want to call it. But I'm doing it the way I prefer to do it. I'm sure there's different ways of doing this, but same old, same old. I turned the chat off on purpose because I'm not dealing with the chat right now, because I need to be, focusing on what I need to focus on first. Then I'll activate the chat, and then we can interact and do all that lovely stuff. So, like I said, you get your favorite, whatever blanket, whatever sheet. I use the real thin ones for the bottom of it. That's just me. But you could use thicker if you want. But I'd prefer to use you know, in an instance like this, I prefer to use a little bit of a thinner one, you know. So it just depends on your preference, and you know, because different people from different parts of the world, of course, you know, do different styles. So this is the style mainly. You know, I really don't prefer it. You know me. I do prefer blue versus this kind of a plum color, but you know, in this case, it's like you know, whatever I have on hand at the time, and I just put it on, and so that's pretty much simply put like this. And then, of course, I'm going to do a secondary sheet, which this is going to be the top of it, which is a blanket, and it's called fuck, I forgot what it's called, but it's a sheet. It's a blanket that you put on the top, you know, to make it look frilly, make it look nice. You know, there's different styles, different sizes, different ways of doing things, but this is what you know, what I prefer to do. You know, each one of us does, you know, their own different thing. You know, so this is what I usually do. You know, you just kind of get an even crush if there is such thing, you know, just an even little thing, you know, something like that. I did a video once on how to make my bed, but I don't think I ever posted it, so I figured I'd do a bit of a recap, so to speak, and just do little things that, you know, I used to do. And you see, there you go, there you are. See, there's the bottom sheet, which is a thinner sheet, and then I put a thicker sheet on the top, and that makes it kind of soft on there. You know, it's just how I do it. You know, different people do different things. So that's my base. That's my base. And so now I'm going to put my pillows on. The pillows are pretty simple. You just drop them in a spot that you prefer to sleep, wherever you prefer to sleep on. You know, we sleep, at least I do. I sleep towards the window. Always have since I was a kid. Don't know why. It's just me. But my wife likes to sleep towards the bottom of the bed. I don't know why, but you know, it's her preference, so I'm just going with the flow. But as you can see, I have to have two pillows to prop up my head because I've got drainage problems, so it kind of helps. So as you can see, we've got two pillows each. Sometimes my wife uses them, sometimes she doesn't. And then I put a nice little decorative pillow there. And now I'm going to push the bed back. I've got two frames on this. And the reason why is because the mattress that we're particularly using is a king mattress, and we don't have a bed frame big enough for whatchamacallit, for this particular type of mattress. So we've got two twin bed frames that we put one on each side, and in the middle, as you can see, there's nothing there. So basically it's got one on this side, one on that side, and they're both kind of supporting one another. And so, yeah. So that's how we figured out that bunch. Pretty standard issue, you know. It didn't take that long, did it? And then, you know, as a finisher, I give it a little bit of a spray here. And then, of course, I turn on the fans. I've got one fan on each side of the room to keep the room cool, because it is starting to get hot outside. And so I kind of do this to turn the fans on, keep them circulating properly. And of course, since I'm not going to be in here, I went ahead and shut this light off. Hang on just 1 minute, folks. I've got to take care of a few things. And there we have it. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. A nice made bed. I'm going to go ahead and open up the chat now, so that we can talk. I'm not sure how to open it up midstream. That is a little bit of a factor that I didn't look into at the moment. Damn, I don't. Bloody hell. Well, anyway, that is what the bed looks like, folks. And I've got the cross up there, as you can see, and I did have another cross which was right up there, but obviously my wife took it down, so I don't know why. Probably put it on the other side of the room, who knows. But I've also got, you know, I've got a dream catcher. I had a bigger one, but the dogs got to it, so that was unfortunate. That was actually Aurora when she was younger. She actually tore it up, grabbed it and tore it up. But, you know. But I do have a cross. It was from Palm Sunday. And I do have the traditional, this thing here. So 1 out of 2 isn't bad. And that's pretty much the lot. That's about it with this little section on how I make my bed. Now we're going to move on, and I'm going to figure out how to activate the chat so that I can chat with you folks. Because otherwise this video is going to be pretty boring. Just me talking and not chatting with nobody. That's the point of a live stream, right? The point of a live stream is to talk to people, right? But how the hell can you talk to people if your chat's disabled? So I should have done that when I was, you know. Let me see if I can fix it maybe. No. There ain't no point in sharing this thing, because why should I share it if nobody can fucking chat in it? I disabled the chat for a reason, because I didn't want to be distracted. But now that's over with, I'm just going to go ahead and do a new stream. This is how I made my bed. I hope you guys like it. I hope you, you know, thumb it up and all that. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers. Later, guys.